All right, everybody, this is my first video review. I love the Chromecast so much, I thought I would start with this one. This is Google's TV streaming device. Again, it's called the Chromecast. It's 35 bucks at retail. I bought it when they were doing the 3 months of Netflix for free, and since we already had Netflix, that brought it down to about 11 bucks with those 3 months of Netflix. So this is kind of one of those devices that's a no-brainer. Plus, it's extremely easy to use. I'll show you how to use it here real quick. Let's get the camera on the phone here. I've pulled up the new Android YouTube app and pulled up just a couple videos here. And here I'll show you how simple it is to stream one of these videos to the Chromecast. Just press that little button at the top. I've named ours Chromecast to make it easy. You can name it Living Room or whatever if you have multiple ones. You may want to name it where it is rather than give it a name like I did. But anyway, let's go to the TV. That was streaming it to the TV there. You'll see it pop up. And then it'll start playing on your TV. And I believe it has resolutions up to 1080p. So sound is also included. Let me turn this up just a little bit. So you can see, well, actually you may not be able to see on the camera here, but it looks great. And that loaded really quick. Plus, come back to the phone here. The phone acts as a remote control, so you can forward and pause and all of that. It shows it's playing on the Chromecast, as you can see. But the best part is, because it's a whole separate device, you can actually go and just use your phone, reboot it, whatever else you want to do while this is going on with no problems. So I'm going to turn this down again. And I'm going to go to Netflix real quick just to show how that works. And while I go to Netflix, come back to the phone here. While I go to Netflix, the one downside to this device that I've noticed is it only works on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I'm going to do another article on how Wi-Fi works and why that might be a problem. But let me just say that everything runs on 2.4 gigahertz. Wi-Fi, wireless phones, tons of stuff. And because of that, it's fairly crowded and can cause an issue. So anyway, like in our area, we've got a lot of people living here with Wi-Fi, and it's kind of hard to get a strong signal sometimes because there's so many Wi-Fi signals. So hold on here. I've been messing with the Netflix parental controls for the kids, and I may have locked myself out of anything that's not kid related. So we're going to watch Leapfrog for this Netflix demo. So you can see the video playing here on Netflix. There's a little Chromecast icon in the corner there. Go ahead and press that. Going to put it on the Chromecast. Go ahead and go back to the TV here so you can kind of watch how that pulls up. And you can see it's pretty fast. I mean, it's not instantaneous, but you are not waiting very long before it starts playing your stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and let that play for just a second. So there you go. Picked right up from where I was watching on the device here. The device stops playing and it just goes on there. Go ahead and come back to the phone. And as you can see, again, it gives you remote control there. Now on Android, you can also just bring down the notifications bar there and have your controls on there. And this is another thing I noticed is the lock screen actually turns into remote control too, which is kind of cool. So your phone can be off and you all of a sudden want to play, pause, whatever. Boom, that's all you got to do. Go ahead and look at that real quick. And that is instantaneous. A lot of the remote control stuff is pretty instant there. So the only requirement for this is to have Wi-Fi. Again, 2.4 gigahertz, which is what most people have. And the devices used to control it also have to be on the same network. You can also use Chromecast with the Chrome browser on your computer. And it just basically is the same thing where you get a little button in the corner that you press, tell what Chromecast you want to go to, and that's all. It's extremely straightforward. So again, I'm going to try to keep this review pretty short here, but that's essentially why I love this thing. It is extremely easy to use. This is how technology should work, and this is one of those devices that delivers. So, tell me what you think of the Chromecast if you have one in the comments. I'm sure other people would like to hear, and we'll go from there.